We were preparing all night.
All night, not really.
No sleep.
No sleep.
Painting
No
that
food.
bucket all the time.
Are you good?
Yeah, I think so.
Right.
All right. All right, well, let me call this emergency meeting of the Electoral Board to order. Would you all please rise for a moment of silence and then remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance? Thank you. And join for the pledge. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, thank you all for coming. This emergency meeting is going to be relatively short. So Virginia Code Section 24-2 or 24.2-529 provides that for primary elections, the order in which the names appear on the ballot is based on the order in which candidates file with the local party chair. So whoever files first, they get on the ballot first. Then the code also provides if candidates file simultaneously, then it is up to the Electoral Board to do a drawing to determine the order in which names will appear on the ballot. And we received on last Friday certification from the chair of the Prince William County Democratic Committee that there were 2 races where the candidates filed simultaneously. So what we need, this is something that has to be done right away because so that the office has to design the ballots. We're probably going to have several hundred different ballot styles with a dual primary, different magisterial districts. Then all those ballots styles have to be approved by the Department of Elections before we can send all of that once it's finally approved to the printer so that we're ready to go with early voting on May 5th, which is not that far away. So we are the local boards are responsible for the local races. There are several House and Senate races where the same thing happens, simultaneous filing. The ballot order in those races is going to be determined by the State Board of Elections. They're meeting on Friday, so they'll determine the order for those races. So what we've done is we have prepared canisters, and what we're going to do, so we're going to do the race for chairman of the Board of County Supervisors, and these are both Democratic primaries. So the 2 candidates are Ann Wheeler. So we're going to put Ann's name in one of the counts. And nothing in the nothing up.
Nothing up my sleeve.
All right, so there's one. And the other candidate is Deshandra Jefferson. So we'll put Deshandra's name in the other.
You think something got it in the last 30 seconds? But no vest.
Okay, let me ask the acting registrar to come up. Natalia Taylor has done all the preparations for this meeting, so I'd like you to shake the bucket up and shake the names, and London will.
Mention, is this the first person on the ballot who you're going to draw right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
So the first name will
First
be.
name will be the first on the ballot.
thank you. He's holding his coat. Thank you.
Can we get a drum roll?
So, Ann Wheeler will appear first on the ballot. Deshandra Jefferson will appear second. So that'll be the ballot order for chairman of the Board of County Supervisors
Okay.
for the
Oh,
Democratic
and the second
primary.
one too, then just show that there was a second one too. Hmm?
All right, so Deshandra will appear second on the ballot. All right, so that is the
All square and
order
square.
for chairman of the Board of County Supervisors. Now, this, depending on, drawing for ballot order is one thing. And those, some of you may remember a number of years ago, there was a House of Delegates race down around Richmond, I think, where at the end of the election, November, the canvass, provisional ballots, a recount, the local officials determined that there was a tie for a House of Delegates race.
Virginia Beach.
Okay. And so, can you imagine going through an entire election and then, having in their case, the State Board of Elections draw the name out of the punch bowl, and that was how the determination was made.
But that also determined who controlled the legislature.
Right. And locally, several years ago, we had a situation where an election for town council in Quantico, for the last seat that was available, we had two people that tied. And after the canvass and everything else, and so basically it was the same situation. We called the candidates, we said, okay, there's a tie. The code says we break the tie, so you have the opportunity to come if you'd like. If not, we'll do the drawing. And so we decided who the final council person was going to be in Quantico. So this is not quite as momentous as that, but
Almost.
right. Okay, so next is the determining the ballot order for the Prince William County Board of Supervisors, Potomac District. And the two names that we have are Andrea Bailey. So. And Kimberly Short. All right. I think London is a theater. Was a theater.
The jacket, make sure you don't. Same. Nice belt.
Okay, so the first name on the ballot will be suspense is killing. Andrea Bailey. So that means the second name on the ballot will be Kimberly Short. Our meetings aren't usually this dramatic, for those of you who aren't usual attendees. Kimberly Short. All right. So that'll be the ballot order. That was the major order of business. We're going to dispense with citizens' time in the interest of moving along. We also have London has prepared the minutes for the last meeting. So do you have a motion?
I move that we accept the minutes as written. Our vice chairman, Mark Dillon, is not present. We have 2 members present. That constitutes a quorum. However, he has seen these minutes and he has had 2 iterations where he has approved them. So there's nothing in the minutes that he has not already approved. So since he's not here today, perhaps we could just approve the minutes as written and give him the option of signing them at a later date. But if we sign them today, they can be posted on our website. So it's not a need for a motion since the secretary is in charge of the minutes, but I'll make the motion.
Okay, so I'll second.
Very well.
So we'll.
You want to sign it first?
Sure. So also, those of you who don't normally attend may have noticed there's a camera in the room, and so we, beginning this year, in the interest of transparency, we decided that if it was good enough for the Board of County Supervisors, then we want to record our meetings so that in addition to the minutes that are posted, you can actually watch the video, right?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, I will give these to our acting GR, and she will take charge of these. And I understand that the minutes of this meeting are being prepared as we speak. We will approve those minutes and sign them before you leave, if they are ready.
Mhm. We'll work on it.
Okay.
Okay, are they ready?
Yeah, do you want to?
Do you have the form?
If you give me 1 second.
Sure.
This might be the first and only meeting this year where we get the minutes published, or at least capable of being published before we even adjourn the meeting.
Yeah.
But this was an emergency meeting, and we were surprised at the number of people who turned out, but surprised but elated. Thank you for coming.
So, yeah, we're going to wait for the minutes. If you want to hang around, that's fine, but do you have anything else for today? I think that's.
No, we're not going into secret session. Everything is public. It's a shame to have all of this great videotapes. I think Rosemary Woods only had how many seconds?
18 minutes.
She had 18 minutes?
18 minutes.
Rosemary
yeah.
Woods. Well, we don't need 18 minutes. Maybe 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Because they were prepared. They just didn't have the results on them. But I think, believe it or not, the results came out as the proposal was written up. We won't have to change anything. Unless John's printer is not working.
It's gotta warm up.
No. It was warm when we left the office.
Yeah, the Norton, preparing all the ballots is really, it has become an even more complicated. So several years ago, the General Assembly passed a law, basically at the request of both political parties, that absentee votes be basically credited back to the precinct where the voter lives. Because prior to last year, absentee votes were reported as one big block. And you couldn't determine, if Kim Brace voted absentee,
Didn't know where I was.
that's right, yeah. So the General Assembly now requires us to report the absentee ballots, both the mail ballots and the in-person, allocate them back to the precinct where the voter lives. And so that makes, essentially, we have to have a separate ballot style for every precinct now. And then on yesterday, the State Board of Elections approved our waiver request. So there are 2 precincts where there's still a split between House districts and Senate districts. So we weren't able to eliminate splits, and those are the only 2 precincts where there's a split in the voters that live there. So okay, so we are signing the results.
Electoral Board,
Go ahead.
emergency meeting to determine by order, the ballot order by simultaneous local filers. By drawing of lots, the Prince William County Electoral Board has determined the ballot order of the candidates as follows. Chairman, Board Supervisor, 1, Top Ann Wheeler, 2, Dushan Jefferson. Member, Board of Supervisors, Potomac District, 1, Top Andrea O. Bailey, 2, Kimberly J. Kim Short.
All right. All right, so that concludes, do we have a motion to adjourn?
As soon as I sign this.
Okay.
Let me state for the record that the purpose for this emergency meeting of the Prince William County Board of Supervisors, Electoral Board has been accomplished. And since this is an emergency meeting, there will be no additional business conducted, no old or new business. And I move that we adjourn.
All right, second. So we are adjourned. Thank you all very much.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let me print that if you don't mind, to make it clear.
Oh, okay, let me, okay, so you're gonna reprint it.